Hello, this is Freeman once again. I'd like to speak in part about the existence of Jesus Christ. First and foremost, it must be said that there's a possibility that there was a figure known as Jesus living at the beginning of the Common Era. It is supported by the existence of Christianity, which sanctions the existence of either a leader or a group of leaders who had started this religion, who also predated Paul, the earliest of the Christian writers, and also the bounty hunter of many other Christians, thus showing that there were Christians living before Paul. It is also supported by there being many other people who claim to have been a Messiah during this time period, and which leaves the possibility of Jesus being one among them. However, there are many facts about Jesus and Christianity that make his existence become very doubtful. First of all, his life. The few facts we know about his life, since we don't know exactly when he was born, we can barely pinpoint a day when he died. We can not mention any fact about his life other than the first 3 years and the first year of his life. Apart from that, his life shows strong similarities to that of Horus, who was also, according to a story found recently in the Temple of Luxor, was also born to a virgin mother, was adored by 3 kings, 3 wise men, and rose to become the son of Osiris, son of God. This parallels with the story of Jesus, who was also born to a virgin mother, who was also adored by 3 wise men, and who also rose to become the son of God. This is not unique to just these 2 figures, because Osiris, Dionysus, Hercules, and other deities hold the same similarities. As I said before, there are very few facts known about Jesus' life, which is startling because you would assume that a important figure such as Jesus would be very much recorded, but in fact he's not. In fact, the Gospels, which describe most of the facts about Jesus, all came much later than Jesus. In fact, the Gospel of Mark, the earliest of the Gospels, mentions the destruction of the Jewish temple, which suggests that they all came after the destruction of the temple in the year 70. And with Jesus being alive around the year 30, this leaves a 40-year gap between the Gospels and Jesus. This gap is filled partially by the letters of Paul, but even these letters do more harm than good to Christianity, since the only facts that they point out about Jesus is the crucifixion, resurrection, and ascension, which is essentially pagan beliefs, because Horus and Osiris and many other pagan deities had the same story: were crucified, resurrected, and ascended to heaven. Justin Martyr, in the 2nd century, understood this and even admitted this to his Roman counterparts, and claimed that what they claim about Jesus was the same thing that they claimed about the sons of Jupiter or the god Perseus. And his support that Jesus was the true Messiah and not these other ones is that the devil had the foresight that Jesus was coming, and therefore put in place all these Christ-like figures to throw off humanity. And it should be clear to all of us that this is not proof, and that there actually exists no proof that suggests that Jesus is the Son of God, but Horus is not. Also, it is not like Jesus was some individual who no one knew. He should have been, in fact, well known, given that he had thousands of followers during this time period, along with 12 disciples. However, the 23 historians who lived around this area did not bother to record this down, even though this should have been a significant event. In fact, the only three historians who actually mention at least somewhat Jesus, Suetonius, Tacitus, and Plutarch the Younger, they only say Christos, which is actually a title, meaning the anointed one. And the only individual who actually is supposed to have said to have met Jesus actually never existed himself. Josephus turned out to have been a fraud. You can look him up on Wikipedia, Josephus. Given all these, it makes it hard to believe that there was a Jesus, let alone a Jesus Christ, who had begun this religion, and it is likely that this is only a fabrication of later leaders.